Okay, now that we have the formalities underway, I want to welcome the student athletes from Howard University, the champions of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. I want to first off congratulate Howard for winning the championship and for representing the MEAC at the 2023 Cricket Celebration Bowl. We have from left to right, or from my left to right, offensive lineman Anim Dankwah, quarterback Quentin Williams, and defensive back Kenny Gallop. Once again, we ask those who have cell phones, if you will silence those phones. And for those who are asking questions, if you would identify yourself and then state your affiliation. We'll now open it up for questions for our student athletes from Howard University.
Luke Williams from the Black College Sports page. This is for each of the players. Talk about the journey you guys got to get here. What does it take? What's the difference under Coach Scott and the progress that you've made under his leadership?
Let's do that. Let's start with Anim. You go first, then we'll come this way. Okay.
So me and Q came in as freshmen under Coach Prince. Went through that season, and after the season was over, we got Coach Scott, and we obviously got into that COVID, that whole experience, and that's when the trio met. We all got made in that COVID season. Going through that season really prepared us, made us into some men. And I'm very grateful for Coach Scott taking the opportunity to come to Howard and working with us, and all of us making a decision to come here during our COVID season, because that's really where it started. And after a couple of years of keep going, grinding, straining, as Coach Scott says, we're here.
Like Anim said, we all came in as true freshmen under Coach Prince. It had some coaching changes, and Coach Scott got the job that spring. And that's when we also got another group of guys in Kenny's class. We kind of didn't know too much about each other, doing the whole season virtual. So that was a different challenge that we had to face together. I feel like we bonded as a team over that as well. And then ever since then, we kind of hit the ground running. Coach Scott had a vision, and he brought that to us. And then, as a group, as a collective, we brought it to light. And it's been a day-to-day process that we've embraced up until this moment. So we look forward to the opportunity we have ahead of us.
Well, I start off with, them guys a little older than me. So when I got here, it was Coach Scott's first year as well. Coach Scott came in confident. He believed in us when, really nobody else believed in Howard football at the time. Like they say, COVID was tough. And what's crazy, we had a virtual season, believe it or not. And we had the celebration game virtual. So, we believed it before it ever happened. So now that we're here, the process we did, just being relentless throughout the season, just having faith. Last year we was co-champs, and we knew in January that we knew we had what it takes to be here today. So now we're here, so we're thankful for that.
Next question.
This question is for Quentin. You all faced the Rattlers in 2019 in Tallahassee, so it's with FAMU coming from the MEAC, they're not that foreign to you. Just talk about your experience then and what you're expecting out of them. Talk about how your experience might help you with this team and what you're looking forward to on Saturday.
Back to 2019, we played FAMU at FAM, but unfortunately I wasn't able to play due to injury, but I was there, I took the trip. I felt the atmosphere of the game and how big the game was. They had a lot of talented guys on their roster. Some guys that play in the league now, like Marquise Bell, who I watch on Sundays, is a good playmaker. But at the end of the day, it's another football game for us. We prepare the same way. We go to the drawing board, make a great game, playing offense and defense, special teams, and then we look forward to the opportunity we have coming tomorrow.
Next question, once again, identify yourself and your affiliation.
Hey guys, thanks for being here. I'm Justin with Fox 5 here in Atlanta. Just wanted to ask for all three of you, if you would, what's it been like being here in Atlanta so far? Any highlights of the trip, and what does this city mean to this game that I know it means a lot to you?
We'll start with Kenny this time and go that way.
Atlanta been excellent. Like I said yesterday, I like seeing different views, different cities. So just seeing the beautiful city at night, seeing the Christmas lights. They've been treating us well out here. So to me, Atlanta been beautiful.
Yeah, I will say I've enjoyed this entire experience. For me, I think the best part was the Coca-Cola tour. The video they had was fire. So, I've been enjoying the moment, just living in the moment here.
So second time being in Atlanta, nothing but good things to say. It's a really nice, beautiful city, so happy to be here.
Next young lady here, once again, identify yourself and your affiliation.
Hi, my name is Ty Floyd, and I'm working with the Celebration Bowl. Somewhere behind all of the practices, the countless film watching, and just all the preparations that you've had to become the players you are is a little boy who fell in love with football and just never looked back. What do you think that little boy would say about who you guys have become?
Any player in particular, or all three? Okay, come on. Well, let's start with Quentin. Quentin this time.
Okay. To that little boy, I think he'll be, happy to be here. Never thought he'd be playing quarterback. I played some receiver back in the day in my little league days. But to that little boy, I say he's proud and look up to the man I've become. And he also say, the job's not finished. So.
Man, that little boy would be mind blown seeing where we got to. It's been a long journey for me. Obviously didn't play football growing up, picked it up very late. But I've had a thing always above me, like anything I put my mind to, I want to be the best I could possibly be. So that little boy would be very proud, but still got a long way to go.
The younger me would be very proud, be very surprised. I grew up loving basketball. I thought I was John Wall. So now just seeing me play football, even throughout high school, I'll be surprised just because when I was in high school, it wasn't a lot of people playing football. It was a lot of negativity. So just seeing where I'm at now, it's definitely a blessing.
Young lady here.
Cameron Jackson for Anscape. So this is the first time Howard made the Celebration Bowl. So just what does this mean to you guys, and what would a win mean for you guys too?
All right, go ahead, Kenny, you go first.
It means everything. Just to say that we made history, just being the first Howard football team to play in a Celebration Bowl, but it'll mean a lot more if we win. So I wouldn't say there's no pressure. I know our alumni base been proud of us. We had a lot of support. So we're just going to go out there and play, for us, for the team, but also our alumni. So we're very excited.
Quentin, and then Anim.
I will say it's a very proud moment for us as a team, as a university. I think, we had a lot of support from our supporters, alumni, faculty, even the students on campus. But, it'll mean a lot more to us and them if we do what we're supposed to do and win this game.
Celebration Bowl, being here means a lot. It's all a testament to all the work we put in since we've been here. For us, we know we belong, so we know all that work we did through the summers, the COVID seasons, the morning workouts, all of that. It's all paying off. And like Kenny said earlier, we did a virtual season, so we all had, we envisioned this, we had seen this, we already positioned ourselves being here, we had dreamt about it. So now that we're here, it's now to seize the moment. So it's a special moment for us.
Next question.
Vaughn Wilson, HBCUGameday again. Guys, coming into the middle of the season, North Carolina Central was number one, in everybody's book. And you all put quite a spanking on the reigning national champion. What went into that game? Was there a revenge factor? I see some smiles, but or was it just really everything was clicking that day? Or did you remember the game last year?
Let's go with Amin first, and then we'll go from his right.
Well, for us, we just knew what we had to do. The year before that, we were co-champions, obviously. We split with Central, and that really left a bitter taste in our mouth. We weren't too happy with that. So when we came this year, the goal was to basically win out the MEAC and put ourselves in position to be here. But after playing SC State, we didn't have the outcome that we wanted. So we all had like a turnaround. We all looked ourselves in the mirror, noticed that basically we had to take this team down. So although a lot of people think there's a lot of extra things going behind that, it was just really like going there and winning that game because it was just another game for us to win to be here.
I think just living in the moment, we did have a game the week before where we didn't perform to our standard. We kind of had a real conversation with ourselves and the team, and we understood that everything we wanted was right in front of us. So just leading up into that game, it was a great game plan on both sides of the ball. I think that night it was one of our better nights. Played a 60-minute game. We were just clicking. It wasn't no extra attitude or motivation to it. Just just things we have to do. We have to operate at a high level. That's the standard we set for this team. That's what the outcome showed that. So.
Yeah, like Q said, that's the standard of the team. We feel like, if we play our best, that, nobody could compete with us. So, we took a tough loss to South Carolina State, and Coach Scott told us that, the MEAC championship had to come through D.C. Them teams would have to come and beat us. Then also, if Central would have won that game, they would have been celebrating on that field. So I'm pretty sure nobody, on the team would want that. So, we out there, we played hard, and we went out there and execute.
Last question.
Luke Williams again from the Black College Sports Page. Other than that game against North Carolina Central was a 50-20 blowout, was there any game this season that kind of set the tone for you guys? Any that sticks out in your mind that was a game changer? Did it begin with Eastern Michigan, or was it any particular game after that?
For me, the game that I feel like woke everybody up was Robert Moore's game. The week before, we lost to Hampton, a rivalry. They came back on us. We had a good lead, and they ended up winning the game. So just winning that Robert Moore's game, it showed us, how can we come back from adversity. So just winning that game, having the team being reunited, everybody excited, and getting back on the winning streak, that felt good.
Yeah, I agree. I think coming from that Hampton game, we were in a position that we haven't been in before, being up early and trying to sustain the lead and get a good win versus a good opponent. And unfortunately, we fell short. But coming into that next week, we kind of learned how to win in a tough game, and we were playing away. So I think all that factored into just learning how to win and then learning how to beat good opponents. So I think that just carried on throughout the season as we faced tougher opponents as the season went
on. For me, I go back and think of our Norfolk State game because that kind of leads up to the whole game where the Hampton loss. Going through that Hampton loss was tough, but to me that Norfolk State game, we had found a way to win as a team, and I feel like sometimes good teams just find a way to win. It doesn't matter what happens, all the adversity, just find a way to win, get it done. So that game was a game that we felt like we should have won. We felt like we was gonna win, but sometimes you get a little carried away and you think that just because you feel like you're gonna win, you're gonna go out there and go win. Sometimes you gotta go fight it. You gotta go fight for it. You gotta go get it. So to get that win, Norfolk State really kind of set the tone that all right, we know how to win as a team, offense, defense, special teams.